I'm about to have abs like Janet Jackson back in her days. I've gained 2 more abs. Thank you very much to whomever you guys are within this world of ours. I appreciate your energy and vice versa. I hope that you guys appreciate my energy. Please don't go anywhere. I promise you I'm going to get even more buck wild than what the fuck I'm already am. Let me see what else I want to say to you guys. Give me a hug. So yeah, with that being said, thank you very much for joining this bandwagon. I keep telling you guys we are going to emerge in not every time I say it because by now I have shit well over 100 followers shit, but I'm going to keep expressing the fact that there is no need for us to hide anymore. It is time for us to crack out of them. Child, we are like M&M's. We hard on the outside and we so soft in the inside. Well, it all depends on what type of M&M's you get. But I know that's a fucked up way of describing whom we are or who I am. Child, let me just move on before I get moving on. Okay, so I want to top off that. Oh, wait a minute. If any of my videos resonate with any of you guys thus far, please click subscribe, like, comment, and or share, and do all of that good stuff. And if I become famous on YouTube, Instagram, or either my Pinterest board, I keep on telling my followers I'm gonna hit them all. I don't even know who the fuck y'all are. Shit, at least on Instagram I can see who the fuck following me. But the universe will bless you guys. You know, the more I get blessed, the more that you guys will get blessed. You know, I mean, that's the law of attraction. So I'm being blessed, and I honestly appreciate it. You know, thank you guys. You know what? I told that last follower to take their asses out there and go recruit me some more motherfucking abs, and I don't know if that follower did that or not. I don't know. You know what? I forgot all about. I forgot all about. I told your ass to go out there and go recruit me some more new. Hey, follower, not y'all newbies. Move y'all asses to the side. Let me talk to my follower before y'all. How you doing? Come here. Thank you. If that was you that went out there and recruited me 2 more, I appreciate you. Okay, move your ass away. Okay, now you two, the new ones, come here. Now this is what I want y'all to do for me, please. Eat something, fulfilling. Make sure y'all full. Drink a lot of water, a lot of liquids. Take y'all asses out there on a nice little journey and recruit all type of bitches and hoes. Find prostitutes, find broke back bitches, find strippers, find people that could put their fist up their ass, find people that could put about 5 fists up their vagina. Look, I'm looking for all type of abnormal individuals. Find me some abnormal individuals. I know that they're out there. You guys are following me for a reason, because you are abnormal to a degree. I'm assuming you may be. What the fuck is normal? You may be normal. I don't know what the fuck you are. I'm just glad that you guys are here and you're with me. So thank you very much. Okay, now I'm supposed to be talking about topping off that story, and I'm sitting up here talking about abnormals and shit and my abs. Okay, so in regard to that one particular story that I said I was going to finish, I was at the part where I was in the hospital, not the psychiatric ward. I was in the hospital. But I want to go back a little bit in regard to the ambulance ride and all of that stuff. When I was under psychosis, things were a lot different because I was within the devil's world. So that particular world had nothing to do with this world. It's mighty interesting individuals devils that produce scary movies, because they be on point with that shit. And I don't know if they went through psychosis them damn selves, but they are on point with that shit, because a lot of the shit that went down in scary, or that goes down in scary movies, are exactly or similar to the shit that I went through in my demonic psychosis. And so the devil was, don't get me wrong, the devil, he had the playground. He controlled everything at that particular time. But God wasn't far. He and the angels were there as well. And God allowed me to see things in a different perspective as well. And this is where I think God came into the picture while I was in the hospital, and he allowed me to see shit for what it really was. I'm sorry, I'm not going to call the hospital's name, but he allowed me to see shit for what it really was, because I promise you guys, I was in and out of my psychosis, and I was seeing shit that was shocking my motherfucking ass. Not literally, but I was just like, did this just really just happen? And I was tripping out. But anyway, me pointing at the ambulance driver and all of that type of stuff, that was me looking through those individuals. I seen the human aspect of them all, don't get me wrong, but I also seen the devil side of them. They were there to help me, don't get me wrong, but they were also there to play psyche mind games with me as well, because they knew that I was under the influence of course, methamphetamine, and they took that and ran with it. And I cannot think of what the hell was said. And I promise you guys, I had no control over, I believe it was my left arm, because I was laying there. Was I strapped? I think I was strapped. But either way it goes, I was able to lift and point. And I pointed at the one that was being the most sarcastic out of the situation. I ended up pointing at his motherfucking ass. But in regard to my joyride to the hospital and those vehicles that were behind, now just imagine you're in a meth psychosis. Now, any other time, these are just regular vehicles, that are in their own little lane doing their own thing. But in my head, those vehicles that were on the vehicles that were in the other lanes aside from the lane that the ambulance was in, I pictured those vehicles. Well, I didn't picture shit. Those vehicles started to merge. Oh, this is why I said it looked like a motherfucking funeral, because those vehicles started to merge over into the lane of the end. Now, you guys get where I'm now. Can you picture this? Can you picture this? So I'm in the ambulance. I'm going through a meth psychosis. I'm, literally tripping the fuck out, because the only thing I had to do was just sleep, you guys. But I'm literally just tripping out because I don't know what's going to happen. And so I'm looking out of that ambulance window and windows, and I'm looking at these cars merging all, they're just merging into the lane of the ambulance. And this is where I thought that I was going to my motherfucking funeral, because it's just, and it really did happen. But it was real life. How can I say this? Those events really did happen, but had I not been in my psychosis, those particular cars were probably merging over into the lane of the ambulance to merge over and stuff like that. If you guys are getting what I'm saying, I'm sure you guys are getting what I'm saying. Look, but that has nothing to do with, me and my story. But yes, so that is what was happening, but I could not see that. I was well deep into my psychosis at this particular moment. So anyway, we get to the hospital. I believe I checked my own self in. I had to have, because I mean, shit. Had they done anything on my behalf, that would have been motherfucking forgery. Had they signed any documents? No. I know my handwriting. I have specific handwriting. So I believe that I signed my own documents or whatever, or that. I don't think I signed any documents. I'm trying to think, did I sign any documents when I got there? Or did I sign all of those documents afterwards? Because I went under psychosis on several of occasions where I went to this particular hospital seeking refuge. But this particular time, I wasn't seeking shit. I was sent there, without my motherfucking consent. I'm gonna have to move on because I'm not quite sure if I signed anything or not. I think they just took me straight into where I needed to go to. If I'm picturing this correctly, I was wheeled in, I was still on the stretcher, and they took me to the left-hand side of the hospital. The ambulance, paramedics or whatever were addressing the nurses and stuff like that. But hell, they already knew I was coming in any damn way, and they had everything set up for me. I think that's when they took me over to that particular bed. Now just imagine a bed with green cushion or whatever on it, and those little strap things to keep the bed to keep the cushion on there. But there was a metal bar that was on the lower part of this bed, and then there was another metal bar, I think in the middle of my back, and another metal bar that was like around the neck area of the neck, behind my neck. I'm reliving this for you guys. It's not traumatic for me. I'm kind of pissed off, to be quite honest with you, because I think they've done this shit on purpose. I'm not sure if this is what they do with methamphetamine addicts in order to, I think this bed was made to get individuals to relieve themselves, because what did they do? Did they put water in my vein? It was something to do with water, and it was real cold. And it was to make me urinate, but I was refusing to urinate because those metal bars, I did not know what the fuck them damn things were going to do at the drop of some water. I did not know what was going to happen. And so I'm freaking out. I mean, I'm literally freaking out, you guys. Just picture yourself in a hospital setting. You are under a methamphetamine psychosis. You have no family, no friends, nobody there to coach you through this. The hospitals could have had coached me through this motherfucking bullshit, because I'm in Las Vegas. Y'all get methamphetamine addicts all the motherfucking time in that damn hospital. And what I don't understand is, why didn't any of them just tell me, all you need to do is just get some sleep and this will pretty much go away? They allowed me to just go through the hardships of that psychosis, and I don't think that's right. It took someone that, I don't want to say is not in my life anymore, but currently they're not in my life. But it took them and my mother on a 3-way phone call to me to tell me, one occasion when I was having a really bad psychosis, it's all in your mind. And I get that. Yes, it was definitely all in my mind. But imagine meditating and your mind is going to different dimensions. My mind was in a different dimension. It was not in this dimension. And this is what I was trying to explain to people when I was seeing demons and different shit in my carpets and stuff like that in Las Vegas, but they weren't getting it. It was hard for me to explain it because I'm ADHD and bipolar. I don't suffer from shit. I live with pressured speech. So everything is pretty much joined together, and it just comes out. I mean, because I have so much that I want to express, but my mind is producing all of this stuff, but I can't verbally get it out quick enough, so it's all joined, and it just doesn't make any sense to people. And me being ADHD, I didn't really forget. No, I was on that motherfucking bed, and so it had to have been in my veins because I feel it. I feel the coldness of that water that they were putting in there. So I think they were flushing me out. I honestly think that's what they were doing before they allowed me to go into the psychiatric ward. So if this was that occasion, because like I told y'all, I had a couple of psychoses, but I'm telling the story the way that it's coming to me. And I'm on my back. It's kind of, I don't want to move my phone, but the light that was above me, y'all know them bright ass hospital lights that they be having up in there. And so either way it goes, I'm gonna stop using either way it goes. But moving on, I think they kept doing this to the point where I had no point but to relieve myself. And I am petrified. I'm terrified. I don't know if I cussed them out or not. I mean, I'm just going through it because I didn't know what was going to happen. The last thing I know, I just relieved myself, and I didn't shit. I didn't do any of that. I just pissed, and I was looking up at that light, and this is where I say that I can relate to a degree with individuals who had near-death experiences, because I was looking up at that particular light, that bright ass light. No, the light wasn't right above me. The light was over to, I think it was the left-hand side, because that's where I was looking at while I was relieving myself and just being scared as who knows what. And I think this is where I was starting to go to sleep. Even with all of that going on, I was just really tired. And I was looking at that light, and the more my pupils or my eyes closed or whatever, the smaller the light was getting. But I remember, I don't know if I seen source, I don't know if I seen angels or not, but I just remember that tunnel of light. It was bright. It was definitely a tunnel. And there was some energy standing at the end of that tunnel. I couldn't see it, but I felt it. I can see now how I should have known that I wasn't dying or anything like that, because I didn't see any angels. I didn't see source or anything of that nature. I don't think I had any clairvoyance or no clairaudience. I think that's what it is. I don't think I was going through any clairaudience moments where I was hearing, source or angels talking to me. I just think that I just ended up falling asleep. But I thought in my head, this is it. I think that I asked them, can I call my parents or whatever and let them know that, did I call my mom and tell her that, I don't know if I called my mom or not and told her that I think I'm about to die. I think they're going to kill me. I don't know. There's a lot of it that I can remember, and then there's a lot of it that I honestly think the universe and or source, including my damn ADHD, blocked out for reasons. I'm not going to say those people tortured me. I'm not going to say that. But I think that they could have handled me with a little bit more care. I will say that. Do I think that they were doing some sinister shit in regard to utilizing those patients that could not think for themselves, more or less talk, and have them doing things that they shouldn't be doing on behalf of the hospital staff? Yes, I sure the fuck do. Because from the things that I seen while I was in and out of psychosis, and that made me did not want to go back under that damn psychosis, was some pretty fucked up shit. And I'm alleging this, but I know what I seen, and I know the activities that I seen that. I know what the fuck I seen, and it wasn't right. Just put it that way. But anyway, the psychiatric ward, I think this is where I woke up. I believe it was in that psychiatric ward. Was this the time? Either way it goes, there I go. I was in a psychiatric ward. And I'm not even going to, hold on. They had me in the psychiatric ward, and that shit was fun as motherfucking hell. I promise you. I didn't have a bad time in the psychiatric ward. The only thing that pissed me off was the fact that I couldn't have my cell phone. I was in some green ass uniform type of thing. But I don't think they had pockets or nothing like that. I was restricted from a lot of different stuff, the outside world. I had another thing that got me was the fact that my cat, I was in there for about 7 motherfucking days. So mommy did not eat at all because I didn't have no family or friends out there like that. So I had no one to go, get my keys and go feed her. So she was there without food that whole entire food and did she have water? I don't know if she even had water when I got out. Oh my God, I feel so bad about that. I put my cat through it with my psychosis. Sometimes she was with me and sometimes she wasn't. But that particular moment, I just feel really, 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 really bad because of some shit that I put myself through. And I unfortunately put her through as well, because not only did I open up Pandora's box to attack me, but those demons, that is, attacked my cat as well. Ooh, honey, that was a hit. But, yeah, that was a really bad episode. But no, the psychiatric ward, I almost got off track. Y'all see that? Y'all seen that? That shit was fun. But there were people in there that needed to be in there. There were people, I'm going to say high, medium, low. There were individuals that definitely needed to be in there. There were individuals that needed to be there yeah. And then there were individuals such as myself. You have your low-ranking individuals that needed to be in there for about a good week or so. Oh, child, hold on one second, y'all. Because that damn hit right there. Bitch. Okay. But yeah, high, medium, lows. So you had, I'm going to say the high ranking individuals were your individuals that had or was or are living with schizophrenia and stuff like that. You know, because I've seen or witnessed a lot of individuals walking up and down halls laughing and stuff like that. And, you know, I think there was a couple that was, you know, playing with themselves and things of that particular nature. Then the medium ranking individuals were kind of like the schizophrenic individuals. I'm thinking you're bipolar 1, because I'm bipolar 2. So bipolar 1 are the individuals that have psychosis, and you know, they see things and stuff like that. Those individuals. And then you have your low ranking individuals, which are the drug addicts, you know, the motherfuckers that have been up for, you know, weeks and shit like that and days at a damn time, and you know, are going through minor psychosis versus, you know, the other individuals. But anyway, my experience, I'm telling you guys, I had a good time there. They fed us well. I met some very, very cool and interesting individuals. There were just some individuals in there that were just having a hard time. Some individuals were having a hard time with relationships. Some individuals were having a hard time with their families. Some people didn't have any family. You know, though it was a fun time, it was also a sad time as well, because I was in there with some individuals that really were going through some stuff and didn't have, you know, any form of support. So yeah, it was pretty sad. But all in all, it was an experience that I don't ever want to go back through again. But while I was going through the experience in the psychiatric ward, it was a pretty cool experience. I mean, we watched different movies, motivational movies and stuff. We had very interesting topics of conversation. And you would think a lot of those individuals that are in psychiatric wards and stuff like that are crazy, they're dumb, they're stupid, blah, blah, blah. No, these are some very smart, intelligent people. They're just going through some things, and they're living with some things that we just aren't. But does that make it right to, you know, poke fun of individuals that are schizophrenic and bipolar 1 and bipolar 2, or going through psychosis? Does that mean we treat them any differently than we would treat anyone else? No, because I'm telling you, when I was going through psychosis, a lot of the times I was treated like shit. You know, when you go to a church and you try to seek refuge and they turn you away because, you know, I mean, shit, they probably thought I was under the control of Satan at that particular time, and they knew this, and I guess they didn't feel like dealing with it, so they told me I had to leave. And I think this was a Spanish church. I don't give a damn. I don't care if it was a Spanish church, English church, Polish church, Jewish church, rabbi church. I don't care. A person is coming in there to seek refuge because they don't know what is going on. Obviously, y'all know that it's some form of a psychosis, and y'all turn them away. And yes, they was having service, and they could have stopped the service. And child, this is a church, a place where you are supposed to go. Y'all already know what it is when it comes to churches. They're supposed to help you regardless of the point. I don't care what I was going through at that particular time. But anyway, I'm going to end this video because I will be at 30 minutes and some change. But I have a lot of other stories, you guys. I mean, when I was ducking and dodging from headlights and shit like that under psychosis. Oh my goodness, yes, just a lot of different things. But once again, my two newest abnormals, thank y'all very much for joining the bandwagon. I appreciate it, and y'all be good and happy Sunday. All right, namaste.